Nikki Glaser just shook up the Golden Globes in a way no one saw coming. Whether you're a fan of her comedy or not, you can't ignore the waves she's making right now. From her razor-sharp wit to her no-holds-barred honesty, Nikki has everyone buzzing. What exactly did she say, and why is it stirring up so much chatter? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know all the juicy details, and here's the twist: there's more to her Golden Globes moment than meets the eye. This isn't just another awards night recap. Nikki Glaser managed to turn an ordinary moment into something unforgettable. Her bold comments, her fearless humor, and the reactions that followed are creating a ripple effect far beyond the stage. But was it brilliance or too much for Hollywood to handle? Nikki Glaser isn't just another comedian, she's a force of nature in the comedy world. Known for her fearless takes and unfiltered humor, Nikki has built a career out of saying what others are too scared to even think. From her stand-up specials to her hosting gigs on shows like F-Boy Island, she's mastered the art of blending brutal honesty with undeniable charm. But here's what makes Nikki different. She's not afraid to make herself the punchline or to call out the elephant in the room. That's why she's loved by so many and, at times, misunderstood by others. This balance of raw truth and sharp wit is exactly why her presence at the Golden Globes was so electrifying. This wasn't her first time stepping into the spotlight with bold commentary. Nikki's always had a way of turning a simple moment into something unforgettable. But this time, the stakes were higher. The Golden Globes is no small stage, it's a platform where stars shine or stumble. And Nikki, she stole the show in her signature style. The Golden Globes. A night of glamour, prestige, and carefully scripted speeches. But when Nikki Glaser had her moment, she threw the script out the window. Standing there with her signature confidence, Nikki delivered lines that left the room stunned. Her mix of biting humor and brutal honesty wasn't just funny, it was a direct hit on the overly polished world of Hollywood. So, what exactly did she say? Well, here's the thing: Nikki has a knack for turning polite silence into explosive laughter. Her comments targeted the industry's obsession with image, awards, and yes, even some of the very people in the room. And while many laughed, you could feel the tension. Some stars weren't sure if they should join in or hide under their tables. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Nikki's jokes weren't just for shock value. They held a mirror up to Hollywood, exposing its contradictions in a way only she could. She called out the double standards, the ego, and the absurdity of the industry's self-importance, all while keeping the audience hanging on her every word. And then came the moment everyone's talking about, a comment so sharp, so perfectly timed, it had the entire internet buzzing before the night was even over. What was it? We'll get there. But what you need to know is that it wasn't just a joke, it was a bold statement that left people divided. The aftermath of Nikki Glaser's Golden Globes moment was as dramatic as the event itself. Social media exploded with reactions. Fans of her comedy were praising her for her boldness, calling it one of the most honest moments in awards show history. Finally, someone said what we've all been thinking, one tweet read, gaining thousands of likes. But not everyone was laughing. Critics argued that Nikki's humor crossed a line, labeling her comments as too harsh for such a prestigious event. Hollywood insiders seemed split: some applauded her courage, while others felt her sharp tongue cast a shadow over the night's celebrations. Then there were the celebrities. Some laughed awkwardly in the moment, while others seemed visibly uncomfortable. Rumors even started circulating about behind-the-scenes drama, with whispers of offended stars and frantic PR teams working overtime. What made Nikki's moment even more impactful was how she handled the backlash. Instead of apologizing or backtracking, she doubled down. "If you can't laugh at this," she posted on Instagram the next day, "you're part of the problem." The post went viral, sparking debates that stretched far beyond the entertainment world. Nikki Glaser didn't just have a moment at the Golden Globes, she created a movement. Her fearless humor and unfiltered honesty turned a polished awards show into a raw and unforgettable conversation. Whether you agree with her approach or not, there's no denying she made people think, laugh, and even squirm a little. But here's the big question: was Nikki Glaser exactly what Hollywood needed, or did she push the boundaries too far? That's up to you to decide. Her words weren't just about comedy, they were about shaking up an industry that often takes itself too seriously. And in doing so, she reminded everyone that a little truth, no matter how uncomfortable, can spark the biggest discussions. Now, here's your chance to join the conversation. Don't just watch from the sidelines. Share your thoughts. What do you think of Nikki's Golden Globes moment? Did she nail it, or did she cross the line? Your voice could shape the discussion around this bold comedian and her unforgettable night. And before you go, here's the reward we promised. Stay tuned, because in our next video, we're breaking down another moment that's shaking up Hollywood in a way you won't believe. Don't miss it, hit that notification button so you'll be the first to see it. This is a conversation you'll want to keep going.